Hummingbirds are birds native to the Americas and comprise the biological family Trochilidae, with about 361 species and 113 genera. They occur from Alaska to Tierra del Fuego, but the vast majority of the species are found in the tropics around the equator. They are small birds, with most species measuring 7.5 to 13 centimeters, 3 to 5 inch, in length. The smallest extant hummingbird species is the 5 cm bee hummingbird, which weighs less than 2.0 grams. The largest hummingbird species is the 23 cm, 9.1 inch giant hummingbird, weighing 18 to 24 grams. They are specialized for feeding on flower nectar, but all species also consume flying insects or spiders. Hummingbirds split from their sister group, the swifts and tree swifts, around 42 million years ago. The common ancestor of extant hummingbirds is estimated to have lived 22 million years ago in South America. They are known as hummingbirds because of the humming sound created by their beating wings, which flap at high frequencies audible to humans. They hover in midair at rapid wing flapping rates, which vary from around 12 beats per second in the largest species to around 80 per second in small hummingbirds. Of those species that have been measured during flying in wind tunnels, their top speeds exceed 15 meters per second, 54 kilometers per hour. During courtship, some male species dive from 30 meters, 100 feet, of height above a female at speeds around 23 meters per second or 83 kilometers per hour, consisting of chirps, squeaks, whistles and buzzes. Hummingbird songs originate from at least 7 specialized nuclei in the forebrain. A genetic expression study showed that these nuclei enable vocal learning, ability to acquire vocalizations through imitation. A rare trait known to occur in only 2 other groups of birds, parrots and songbirds, and a few groups of mammals, including humans, whales and dolphins, and bats. The blue-throated hummingbird's song differs from typical Ausen songs in its wide frequency range, extending from 1.8 kHz to about 30 kHz. It also produces ultrasonic vocalizations which do not function in communication. As blue-throated hummingbirds often alternate singing with catching small flying insects, it is possible the ultrasonic clicks produced during singing disrupt insect flight patterns, making insects more vulnerable to predation. Hummingbirds have unusually long lifespans for organisms with such rapid metabolisms. Though many die during their first year of life, especially in the vulnerable period between hatching and fledging, those that survive may occasionally live a decade or more. Among the better-known North American species, the typical lifespan is probably 3 to 5 years. For comparison, the smaller shrews, among the smallest of all mammals, seldom live longer than 2 years. The longest recorded lifespan in the wild relates to a female broad-tailed hummingbird that was banded, ringed, as an adult at least 1 year old, then recaptured 11 years later, making her at least 12 years old. Other longevity records for banded hummingbirds include an estimated minimum age of 10 years 1 month for a female black-chinned hummingbird similar in size to the broad-tailed hummingbird, and at least 11 years 2 months for a much larger buff-bellied hummingbird. Did you know? Hummingbirds are the smallest migrating bird. They don't migrate in flocks like other species, and they typically travel alone for up to 500 miles at a time. The name, hummingbird, comes from the humming noise their wings make as they beat so fast. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards. Hummingbirds have no sense of smell. While they can't sniff out feeders, they do have good color vision. Some birds like the ruby-throated hummingbird prefer orange or red flowers. Despite this, red dye should not be used in nectar as it could harm the birds. Instead, plant naturally red or orange flowers or use feeders that have red coloring in their structure. The average weight of a hummingbird is less than a nickel. Their tiny legs are only used for perching and moving sideways while perched. They can't walk or hop. Hummingbirds drink the nectar found in feeders by moving their tongue in and out about 13 times per second. They can consume up to double their body weight in a day. The average number of eggs laid by female hummingbirds is only 2. These eggs have been found in nests smaller than $0.50 and compare in size to a jelly bean or a coffee bean. Some species, like the black-chinned hummingbird, make their nests with plant down, spider silk, and other natural resources that can expand as their babies grow after hatching. There are over 330 species of hummingbirds in North and South America. That's the video about Hummingbird for this first edition. See you in the next episode with various stories and knowledge. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to this channel for other interesting videos. See you soon.